It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. That's his name. Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hi, Brian.
And also we have Murman. Hey, Mur.
That's me.
How you doing?
All right, I guess.
Yeah. Where'd you get that t-shirt? It's a nice t-shirt.
I believe somebody from Film Rage gave it to you. I'm not
That's
sure.
right. He was gifted it from the Bryce.
Didn't actually even charge me for it, which
That's
is
right.
so unlike him.
Whatever.
I like the way his
I'm
nipples
as generous
protrude
as the day is long.
through our
Yeah,
logo.
whatever.
So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating on your
I don't know what
listening
this is.
platform.
Sexy.
That's right, Murray. Or join the Film Rage community by joining a membership at buymeacoffee.com/Film Rage YYC. If you cannot commit to a membership, you can still dare us to see a movie, and we'll watch it if it played anywhere in a cinema in the world. Now, let's get to sex. Oh, raging.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah, I think you need to lose that one.
Oh, I lost it all right.
Okay, well, send in the clowns.
What amazing moment?
Predict?
What amazing moment?
Predict.
Will he predict the rage or will he predict the mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are in the
Movies?
Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes. He's coming swimming to you.
And you.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little rage-filled hearts.
Well, despite the fact that these guys were siffing all over the place all week, so many
Sift
movies,
all over everything.
they actually managed to see 5 regular movies in the cinemas.
On top of
which
the 21
the
films
21 you saw
at CIFF.
at CIFF.
Mm.
I actually managed to see a couple myself because I didn't go to as many. Okay, the big, bold, beautiful journey
Big,
Yes.
bold, beautiful journey.
with Colin Farrell and
Yes.
Margot Robbie,
Yes.
or as one DJ called her, Margot Robbie. Yeah, I saw it with you guys, and I don't think it was that great. So maybe double man, right? Him. It's a football movie,
Football, you bet.
but they're really violent, and apparently they kill each other and stuff. I don't know. I never saw it.
Yeah, some people die for sure.
There you go. I know how much Jim loves his sports movies.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go rage. Bryce, on the other hand, actually does like sports because he bets a lot of money on them. So let's go meh. Xeno. Just in the way you two were describing it, it can't be anything less than a double mondo.
Okay. Were we describing it that much?
You were describing it.
Oh,
in
okay.
Were we?
great detail.
Oh.
When did we do that?
Yeah, I
don't
believe
remember.
it was yesterday.
All right.
All the days run together.
The days do run together. The Senior, which I actually got to see with you guys as well.
You did.
Super
actually.
awesome sports movie. Produced, made by Angel Films.
It has been very
one of
well
our
received
favorites,
by the critics.
apparently.
And it's approved by the Angel Guild.
That's right.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Again,
Come
a
on.
sports movie and Angel Films. Yeah, double rage. I'd be shocked if you didn't give it that.
I would also be
Primitive
shocked.
War, which I had to look
Yes.
up because I forgot what it was about.
yes. So
Well,
does
it's-
Bryce.
Looks
It's the
entirely
crazy.
stupid. but
Stupid
it's
or
got
genius?
Stupid, but it's got dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys love your dinosaurs.
We do love dinosaurs eating
so
people.
double man.
Nice.
And who knew that dinosaurs were in Vietnam?
I
knew?
just learned this. How old were you when you learned this?
And this is
Today's age.
51.
This is before Steven Spielberg bought them
Actually,
back.
I'm not 51 yet. I don't even
Oh, there you
you
go.
go.
You're in your
I'm gonna be
51st year.
Yeah, I'm going to be 51 this year sometime. I don't know when.
Pretty
Old
soon.
as crap. Same as
Old
us.
as dust.
All
Dusty.
All right, go.
All right, we're going to talk about a big, bold, beautiful journey.
Okay.
So, it is a romance story that is represented by one big, bold, beautiful journey
Oh, hence the name.
of Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie, as Murray's
Hey,
already
Jim,
alluded.
do you want to take a big, bold, beautiful journey?
I do want to take a big, bold, beautiful journey. Is it with you?
Maybe.
Okay, let's go. See you, Mur.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, we got to do this first.
Join us
Yes.
next week.
All right. The story is a different spin on the typical romance story, as we get to see them take this reminiscence journey together. Instead of the typical love story where we get montages and backstories and all kinds of horrible stuff, we get a love story where they travel through doors of their past together. So we see as each of them experience each other's vulnerabilities and healing and acceptance. This starts as they meet at a wedding, like most romance films. But in this specific case, they are sent there and subsequent journey, big, bold, beautiful journey, via a 1990 Saturn XL, which does not have Apple CarPlay or Google Maps, but requires that they use, well, it doesn't require them, but it highly suggests that they should take the special GPS because you just never know when your phone won't work, which then becomes almost the third main character in this film.
I don't have a phone.
Yeah. So you'd have to take the GPS if we went on this
I've
journey. by the way.
I've never used a GPS, so I wouldn't know how to use it.
Well, if you rented the Saturn XL, the 1990 Saturn XL, you probably should have it.
You should probably,
Especially,
if you go out in the country roads, wherever the hell it was they
Yeah.
shot this.
and you were going to go on a big, bold, beautiful journey.
All right.
So, upon seeing the trailer to this, I was excited to watch this and became a melting, hot mess of emotions, which, up until about 30 minutes into the film, I thought I might avoid this altogether. But then the waterworks taps opened up, and me, along with our two characters, go through a big, bold, beautiful journey of emotions and healing, which ends the way we expect it should, with me with not enough Kleenex left in my box, and the film being a mondo. I know that there were parts in this that could have been maybe changed a little bit to tie some things in maybe a little bit differently, but not necessarily better in my case. But I fully immersed myself, and this is when I think that you have to fully immerse yourself in the story and go along with the journey they're telling and the characters. If you can buy into these characters, and it allowed myself to feel every door and every experience like they did. I got some unpacking to do, but this was a mondo for me. I love this film, and I cried probably 5 times through it. So I got my money's worth. What'd you think, Mer?
Well, this journey wasn't big or bold,
What?
but thanks to the dreamy Colin Farrell and the gorgeous Margot Robbie, it was certainly beautiful. From watching the trailer, I thought it would be a bit more epic and fantastical.
What?
Well, I mean, there's no doubt these two make a cute couple, and with a meet-cute story involving a random wedding. I like the premise, driving to weird locations and going through a magic door in the middle of the woods. Very Narnia. Unfortunately, it just ended up being them reliving some really shitty moments in their lives and trying to come to terms with their own grief and pain. I thought it would be more like epic, like,
More of a love story?
More fantasy involved in this, but it wasn't.
But you need to review what it was, not what you hoped it
No,
would
but
be.
that when I saw the trailer, I was looking forward to it based on that, and it wasn't what I thought it would be. Not exactly the kind of adventure I was hoping for. I really enjoyed the car rental scenes with Phoebe Waller-Bridge and whoever that was.
I think it was Kevin
that I
Kline,
can't
wasn't it?
find on the cast list. I thought he said he was the mechanic.
Oh, is he?
I must have missed that scene. They were both very funny. The best part of the film, in my opinion. I must have missed the Kevin Kline moment because I don't remember him. Maybe I went to the bathroom at that point. Was that after the car broke down?
Kevin Kline was in it the whole time. Kevin Kline was the white-haired gentleman sitting at the desk.
Yeah, so he was.
Into the
Oh,
rental.
so because he's not credited. So
Yeah.
I didn't know that was him.
He
That was
wasn't.
him.
He was at the
Because they
movie
called him the
theater.
mechanic.
And then he came back at the end, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the mechanic.
Yeah, I thought he was just sitting at the desk with her. I thought they were both car rental people.
Well, he's just called the mechanic.
Then I missed that.
She's
Anyway.
she's cashier.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, too?
Was it? Was she?
Well, no,
Yeah,
she
I
was
don't-
the main one talking, but he
But
was there
that's what
beside
she's
her.
credited as. Does that make sense, too?
No, but he's
No,
he
so
never,
what are we talking
Not
about?
once did he ever work on a car. Mechanics are supposed to work on cars.
He actually got them their cars
Anyway.
fixed.
It-
And
Just
remember-
another thing I didn't get in this
Why do
movie.
you have to take it literally all the time, Murray?
Because he's called a mechanic. I want him to see
Does
him
it have
working
to-
on cars.
But why do you have to take that literally? Why does he have to work on cars if he's called the mechanic?
He just does.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
He probably wouldn't like the mechanic then.
No, he doesn't work on cars at all.
Maybe he
But
does.
it's kind of maybe your type of movie. I don't know. Do you like the action movies?
Anyway, the rest of the film was interesting, but just not that entertaining. Both performances were good. I just didn't like the story that much. It was also too long, and there were too many slow parts. Just a meh.
All right.
There you go.
I have a feeling Bryce and Murray are gonna maybe agree on this one.
I
but
don't think.
Do you have a feeling that we will agree on this one?
maybe.
Well, it's not exactly going out on a limb, Jim. Me and Murray agree on almost everything.
Yeah, we agree on everything.
Even though Murray doesn't agree that we agree on
we
everything.
agree on everything.
The proof is in the pudding.
Especially how awesome Ryan Reynolds is. He agrees with me.
No, Ryan Reynolds is terrible, but that's,
There you go.
that's neither here nor there.
Case in point.
You're-
I made
Here's the
my
thing, though,
point.
Murray. We come to the same conclusions on movies, even though we come from them from different angles. But at the end of the day,
Sure.
we agree on what
The
we think of the
movie.
movie.
Sure.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
I don't
All we got to do is go through the history of
Well,
this podcast.
Then prove me wrong.
We have continuously.
I mean, right
tell us
now,
what you thought of this
prove
movie,
me
Bryce.
wrong.
Hello.
I just run back Murray's review again. That's what I thought of it too. Honestly.
Yeah, really?
Well, not exactly.
No, I don't think so.
Once again, there's different. We come to the same conclusion, but for different reasons. I mean, honestly, if you were to put two other stars in this movie, this might have been a rage for me. Let's say you put in Dakota Johnson and
Ryan Reynolds.
Chris Evans. Okay.
No,
There you
how
go.
about what's his name? Glenn
Celine's
Powell.
song is not directed.
Not directed.
Okay.
Yet.
So
Maybe Glenn Powell and
Glenn
Dakota
Powell
Johnson.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you
Put
go.
Glenn Powell and Dakota Johnson.
Well,
in there.
then
That's
we wouldn't
fine.
even have to watch it. It would be a rage.
And that's the whole thing. It's the performances that elevate this movie to a point where I almost think it's better than what it is, because Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie are so good in it. It was really, really fun watching Kevin Kline and Phoebe Waller-Bridge in the car
Phoebe
rental.
Waller-Bridge
She was
is
hilarious.
Oh my god.
That opening scene in the is
Car
I'm
rental?
just laughing
Yeah.
my butt off,
Yeah,
and
it
I'm
was
like,
too.
if the rest of this movie is as
like that.
sharply written as that
Yeah.
scene, this is going to be a pleasure. But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was sappy and overwrought, and it just went too long. And honestly, it did have me fooled for a while. For a while, I was watching Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie in awe.
And you were in love with
because those two were
Lovable.
very good, and
Yeah.
it just shows you that those two can actually elevate a script. And I can't believe I'm saying that about Margot Robbie, but she absolutely elevates this script.
She has moments in
to
her
a
career where she
She
has
has
done
moments.
that.
I like
She has
her.
moments, but she hasn't been consistent.
Well, I think she hasn't been given enough opportunity for
Well,
dramatic
maybe.
roles,
We'll see.
right?
We'll
Because
see.
in I, Tonya, she was brilliant in that, like fucking brilliant
She
in
was.
that movie. So I think that's the challenge, though, is that we got to get Margot Robbie more into
Better
dramatic
scripts.
roles.
There you go. So Yeah, I mean, there were some funny moments. There was some stuff that kind of meandered. It was kind of directionless. It went off in a bunch of different places
which I loved.
Which sometimes I love, but if it works, and it didn't work for me. And this is a movie that I can see would land if you went on this big, bold, beautiful journey with them.
Which I did.
And I was trying, man. I was trying hard because I wanted to like this movie, because I was enjoying a lot of it. But the sum of its parts ends up being, it's a meh at best.
Yeah.
If anybody else was in this, it could have easily been a rage. Because I found I was more frustrated by it than
I really enjoyed the first door they opened. When they went back to his high school, and he had to do that stage play, and then they had a musical number together.
Concept.
I was hoping to be more of that. I wanted more music numbers.
And see, this is why. Okay, so this is why I love this movie.
Okay,
because any other,
then they abandoned the door concept for a while. And went to some other weird thing.
They were still in a door, but they were in the door together. It became their door. That was what happened in this film. So what I really did love about this film is that in most romance movies, like that door journey, like it's representative of their lives together.
Yeah.
Like they didn't fall in love in a car trip back from the wedding.
Yeah.
This is a big, bold, beautiful journey that possibly took them 10 years to come to.
So what you're saying is a crazy GPS lady you wanted to bring them together. That was the whole point.
That was, so it's just part of the fantasy of this film.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
I hated the ending.
Yeah. The ending,
I imagine you would.
Yeah, I figured you would because it's
hated it.
Because it's a happy ending.
That's right.
So what I really loved about this was that this is you say this a lot. I think the director in this swung for the fences harder than anybody else in creating a rom-com.
I respect that.
That's why I love this film so much, is because I don't normally like romance comedies, which this was a romance comedy, and it was a case where we got to see all the regular tropes that you get to see in those romance comedies, but in this one, we're with them as they're both experiencing their life together.
You're taking this giant concept of a movie, and it is a big movie.
Bold, beautiful journey movie.
It absolutely is. And then you're just dumping so much sugar on it that I'm going to get diabetes.
Yes.
I don't need that.
There wasn't all sugar.
Oh, it was
we had
so
to go
much
through
sugar.
Margot Robbie's mom's death. We had to go through him realizing that his dad, the whole reason why they called him.
And then the end of this movie
Precious.
gave me a freaking cavity. Now I have to go to a dentist because
it was pretty sugary sweet.
I do love my gummy bears. I love my gummy bears. My
Anyways.
yummy, yummy gummy bears.
Anyway.
All right, good. So far we're almost not in agreement. Okay.
Wow, me and Murray always agree.
There
Apparently.
you go. Okay. Him.
Although we're not going to agree on one movie, I know that for sure.
I'm sure of it.
Yes, maybe.
The senior.
Maybe. You know what? We don't know this.
Really? We're
Bryce.
not going to agree?
We don't know this,
Oh,
Bryce.
I know.
In his heart of hearts. Okay, so we're going to talk about him. The him in the room.
Okay, let's talk about
All
him.
right, football training takes a
Yes.
whole new meaning.
I didn't know we had to go through all this to get into the NFL.
Apparently
Holy
you
crap.
do.
Exactly.
People have to die.
Yeah. Football's in the face.
There are sacrifices to be made, man.
That's
I knew
right.
you had to sacrifice, but not like
Professional
this. Is this how
athletes.
all football players
Yes,
get
this
to
is
the league?
this is the story of all professional athletes.
Wow.
That's the truth. So anyway, football training takes on a whole new meaning as we get a young quarterback who's the future GOAT of football and the former GOAT played by
He's him.
Marlon Wayans.
Yep.
This is a very stylized film where
So stylized.
our young blood is to take over for Wayans as he retires, and as we get introduced to him and his family, because he is brained as he is training, which caused him to question his future in the game. But he gets invited to a week of training with Wayans and at his compound, which we
How old
slowly,
is Wayans? Like 55 or something?
He
now?
looks pretty good for 55.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
He ain't playing in the or whatever pro
Well,
league that was.
Maybe.
Did you know? Sorry, sidebar here.
Yep.
when they were making Batman Returns and they were going to have a Robin character.
Yep.
He was up for Robin.
There you go.
There you go. That was in the 90s.
If they would have put
They
Robin,
probably
in there,
should have made him Robin.
Yeah, it would have been way better.
Not in the budget.
All right, so
there
where
you go.
was I?
That's how long ago that was.
Oh yeah, Sir Arthur's Compound, which we slowly, and when I say slowly, I mean slowly, get to see glimpses of how this may be some kind of cult, Murray. Of course, we don't really know all the workings, but it's very obvious something is, as the audience knows, he should get the fuck out of there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Which, of course, he doesn't. Wayans is fantastic, as always, in this dynamic and dramatic role. There's a lot of things as you watch that it's like, what the fuck? And why the fuck? To be honest, I didn't really care. We didn't really know all that was happening in the background of this. And spoiler, we never really do. So it's not a, if you're expecting to come out of this and fully understand what the fuck is happening in this movie, you won't. But to be honest, as it continues through day after day of weird and training, I was kind of feeling that the film was missing something. And I want to say it's maybe heart or maybe better suspense. Because it just felt, yeah, maybe that was another one. It just felt after a while like all these other like films similar to Society, but not even close to as good as Society, or the Hummer Games. It's the Hummer Games, right?
No.
Where they all give each other Hummers.
No, it's a Hunger
Games.
Oh, Hunger Games.
Is that what you're going
for? Or whatever.
Why do you have to make everything dirty?
What? Hummers. They have to give them. It's a car.
Yes, it's also a car.
Yeah, the Hummer Games. Don't they win that?
They win a Hummer if they.
That's right.
Finish.
If they win, there you go. So yeah, it was just like all those other ones where the ending happens and we're not really surprised by anything that happens. The ending was kind of fun. Like the end was kind of fun.
It was fun.
It kind of paid off a bit. So it was leaning towards being a rage, but when the ending happened, even again, feasibility not really there.
That's a Bryce review.
Then
the ending happened, so it was meh.
And then it was meh. So the ending, the last 10 minutes of the movie actually kind of saved. Well, it wasn't that I hated as I was watching it. It was just kind of like, this is kind of not a good movie.
Yeah.
And then we get to the end and it was like, you know what? I kind of like the ending. So it was okay. It was meh.
There you go. Yeah, nothing. It's... I don't even know what to say about this movie. It doesn't make a lot of sense from the get-go. It's like all of a sudden he's like the whole thing with the draft, and then all of a sudden he's got to try out for this other team because he's not going to get drafted now, and even though he's been cleared to play. Like, none of it makes any sense. My God, my dog's stinky today.
Well, he's your dog.
Holy poop.
It's those poison berries he was eating.
Feed him.
Oh, man. He's
the poison
making my
berries
eyes water.
he was
I'm sorry, what was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Him.
Yeah, him. So, and this whole movie is just, it was very frustrating for me. However, visually stunning.
Oh, it's beautifully shot.
It's just a beautifully shot movie.
Yep.
And if I didn't actually listen to the dialogue or what was being said, or
it might have been the greatest movie of all made.
If you just watch the football parts,
it's one of those movies. Like, if I don't know if I've used this as an example in the past. I probably have. We've been doing this podcast so long, but I could sit there and watch Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow or whatever the hell it's called.
I think you might have mentioned that.
Yeah. I could watch it with no sound, and it's actually really cool. Put it on the background during a party or something. It's a really cool looking movie.
It is.
What's the name? He doesn't talk.
You put the sound up.
Put the sound on,
and all of a sudden it's unwatchable. And that's kind of how I felt with this one. Is if I had no sound, or you just played a soundtrack over the whole thing, and had no dialogue or anything, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. But once you start to get the story and what it's supposed to be, it's not. It's just not good. And then to your point, though, then the end happens, which is also visually stunning.
Yeah, it's fair.
And it's not unexpected.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's fun.
Yeah, I kind of
sorta.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. So it is a low map, but I feel like it was onto something.
Yeah,
I feel like it genuinely was onto something.
Can I just say, Can I just say one thing?
What?
If the producer of this directed this film, this would have been a Mondo.
Wasn't this a Jordan Peele movie?
It was a Jordan Peele produced movie.
Oh, he
So
didn't
if
direct
Jordan
it?
Peele
He did not direct it.
If he directed this movie, it would have been Mondo.
A lot more
But
violent,
because he
too.
didn't produce it, because he
And
didn't
some of
direct
the-
it, it's not a Mondo.
And Marlon Wayans was fine in it, although miscast
great.
because he's like 100 years old.
53,
But he
by the way.
looked pretty good,
53.
You're younger than
He's
me.
53.
But he looked pretty good.
He looked good, but
Did he actually
I
play a
mean-
football player?
Yeah.
He wasn't
Yeah.
a coach?
Yeah, I know. He was the
played-
GOAT, Murray. He was the
played a
Tom
guy-
Brady.
He was in the twilight of his career.
He was playing
At
the Tom
53.
Brady.
Awesome.
He was kind of passing on the torch to this young.
By the way,
kid.
I looked for this movie. It's actually called Goat. It's not called him.
Yeah. Well,
Wow, its title
it's
originally was
changed its
Goat.
it's
Yeah.
changed
Changed
its
it to
name like
him.
10 times.
Because him is a singing group, apparently.
And it
It is a singing group.
and
Well,
it-
it's not a singing
Well, that's
group.
what came
And
up
they-
when I looked it up. Anyway.
They talk about a goat
Continue.
a lot in this.
So, yeah.
Doesn't him like sing about vampires and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I
You're the
think
music,
they do.
you're the
Yeah,
music
they're
guy.
pretty
I have no
good.
idea.
I don't mind me some him.
Anyways, plus I like seeing Jim Jeffries. He was kind of funny.
Yeah,
as
Jim
the-
Jeffries was
comic.
freaking awesome in
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So he was good in it. But
Yeah,
it's as I
What's the
say,
man?
visually stunning,
Nothing there.
capably acted
it.
by a couple guys. The lines they were being told to deliver though were just not good. It wasn't great. It was meh.
All right, Xeno about this film. A coming-of-age misfit,
What the hell is
15-year
Xeno?
Xenomorph.
Xenomorph is
It's like a
alien.
xenomorph. Yeah.
Oh, Xeno. That's okay with the girl and the
Yeah, and that little alien. Like
I was
E.T.
just about to tell you what this was about.
and the stepfather. That's a
Creepy.
bad, he's a bad man.
there
He's
you
a
go.
he's a poop.
He's a very bad
He's a
man.
pooper.
That's all I know about this movie.
All right, so it's a coming-of-age misfit, 15-year-old girl
Right.
who's grieving her father's death and has to deal with no friends, an abusive step-boyfriend of her mom, and her mom, suffering from some mental health challenges, finds a xenomorph in the desert, becomes friends, and then we get an hour and a half of something like E.T. with a scary Xeno that has mind melded to her of sorts. All the while, there is a secret agency with I want to say he's a scary leader who wears a government-issued Letterman's jacket and plays with a Hot Wheel toy as he is pursuing the Xeno and her, to which there's no development of any part whatsoever or of the story whatsoever. So for this, if I was, I want to say a 13-year-old boy, Jim, and watch this, I actually probably would have liked this movie. So, I mean, we've seen this template a million times before because I've lived through the 70s and they had this plot. I lived through the 80s, lived through the 90s, the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. They put this plot out every other year.
Sure do.
And, sometimes they do it well. I'm not going to say E.T. was a good movie. I do like the fact that they were eating M&Ms, but it's not a
Reese's
good
Pieces,
movie.
Thank you very much.
Whatever. They were
It's a
eating some
difference.
kind of delicious candy.
One is
But
peanut butter,
this one, there
doesn't.
was no candy.
They're both
There
gross.
was no candy in any of this. So, this might be a movie you
Wasn't
could
there?
send some
What did-
teenage girls
Didn't
to.
that little thing? Well, it wasn't a little thing, but didn't it eat something sweet at some point? I thought there was candy.
I thought she was giving him jerky or something.
I thought that there was something.
Maybe there was candy then.
I think there was
don't know.
candy in this too.
Okay, so apparently all
There
these
was, like,
movies
nothing
have candy.
original in it.
There was zero original in this, and it was a rage. If I was a 13-year-old girl, this might be really that liked sci-fi and hadn't seen E.T. or Short Circuit or any of those movies where they have some kind of inanimate object that people fall in love with and everybody's
All
chasing.
those animated robot alien movies. that you've
It's
seen
just
recently.
there's nothing original in this, and everything is transparent. I mean, the girl did a pretty good job, I think. Right? I mean, as far as I actually liked her friend, the little boy, thought he was a better actor. But yeah, this is a rage. I didn't love this movie. I kind of wish I fell asleep.
I've seen this movie before. There's no reason for me to see it again. I've seen this movie not once, not twice, not 3 times, like 1,000 times. I've seen Starman. I've seen E.T. I've seen The Iron Giant. I've seen all these movies, and guess what? They're all the same goddamn movie, and I don't need to see it again.
Yeah.
So it's a rage.
Kevin Hart.
I don't need to sit here and explain why. I've seen this movie 1,000 times before, and it didn't bring anything to the table. Nothing new, nothing inventive. It is just unoriginal on top of unoriginal, on top of more unoriginality, on top of a little more unoriginality. There's an original line in this movie. There isn't even an original angle of shot in this movie. There's no original sequence in this movie.
No.
This is just garbage. Why are you making the same movie over and over again and calling it something different?
Why are you
Stop
yelling
it.
at me?
He's yelling at everything.
No, he's looking right at me and he's yelling at me.
I'm yelling at you because
hurting
you're
my
the reason
feelings.
this movie came out.
I'm the reason it came out?
Yes.
I didn't even go to it.
Yeah, you went to the other ones, though.
I
It's a rage.
How does he not know this?
I admit I went to ET when I was 10.
There you go.
I
It's
admit
your
it.
fault.
You're the problem.
You're the problem.
I admit it. I lived in a small town. We only had one screen.
He had to see E.T. 4 times,
That's
Brex.
right.
It's because he watched it 4 times.
There's nothing else playing.
Yeah, you know what? It's frustrating because to your point, Kevin Hart's name's behind this.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
nothing.
it's like, and so what is the fucking deal with the guy that's chasing her that's wearing a Letterman jacket and playing with a Tinker toy or whatever? Like, it was just, there's stuff that they put in here that I think they were trying to make it edgy or something.
They were.
And
They were
then-
trying to
and
make.
then,
They were trying to make like a PG ET.
yeah, and or
Instead of a
PG
GET.
or PG-13 maybe because
PG-13 ET.
the stepfather was a creepy fuck, Murray, but at no
was
point
Instead
in
of a
there.
GET.
At no point-
Instead of a GET.
Yeah.
They're doing a Paget.
Paget, there you go. So at no point in this movie did we get the impression that this asshole of a stepfather was a pedophile. But at one, they hadn't obviously made people hate him enough, so
Yeah,
they put a
that
scene in
seemed
there where he's
tacked
gonna
on.
rape her. And I'm like, really? We really needed
I
this in a
guess
PG
the alien
movie?
stops him.
Sort of.
Sort of. The mom
you go.
does,
Oh,
and
the
then
mom does.
The monster like whacks into walls and makes stuff shake. And
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a giant vibrator. I wish I had one of those Xenos.
He doesn't have a glowing
Anyways,
finger.
yeah, this was.
Poo-poo.
Why?
Yeah, it's a why.
Why? Do better, Heartbeat Productions.
Yeah, but he can't act either, so what makes he can actually produce movies?
Yeah, he was good in that rock movie.
That's all of them.
What the hell
Yeah,
was it called?
those Central Intelligence. or
Central
something?
Intelligence.
The
Yeah.
CIA
Right?
one,
I
yeah.
thought that
Yeah, it was
funny.
funny.
I
It was
believe
fun.
It was
what
meh.
you meant to say is Dwayne The Rock was awesome in it, and he made it.
Okay.
He was-
Good.
He was fine.
Yeah.
Actually, he's good in the Jumanji movies.
Yeah, he's pretty funny in
Whatever.
those Jumanji movies.
Whatever.
Manja.
He's
course.
good when he's standing on a stage doing
It
stand-up.
always helps
That's
when you're
about it.
standing next to Jack Black.
That's
Because Jack Black brings the fun.
brings the funny. We saw a trailer with Jack Black.
Yes,
over the
we
weekend.
did. We're very
I'm not
excited.
We're
talking
very
about that.
excited about this
Yes,
movie.
I didn't think that I could
I don't wanna
be
talk
excited about an Anaconda reboot, but this is
Until I seen
this
the
is a
trailer.
whack job reboot.
Yeah.
This is like a
Will
reboot
be
like you've never seen before.
I am
going to
so
that
excited
without
to
me.
see Anaconda the reboot.
Yeah, Anaconda the reboot, which is like the making of the reboot
Making
of
of the
Anaconda.
reboot. Yeah, no.
And then it actually happens.
And interesting enough, I did not laugh once.
Oh, well, there you go.
What is
I will
wrong
not,
with
I
you?
will not be joining you.
It's because
Oh, man, it's
Because it had
it's
two of my
his-
least favorite people on the screen.
It's his fault that Xeno was made. That's why.
Sure, that was it.
All right.
Anyway, let's go.
Okay, so let's
I
talk.
can't wait for this one.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
My dog's farts?
The scene.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, so we had an agreement on this podcast, and if you go back and listen, okay, so we only have something like 350 episodes, if you count our interviews and our special episodes and things like that. So just go back and listen to all 350-ish of them.
If you got the time.
If you
yeah.
no, just make the time, and you
But
can do the progression of our Angel Films addiction and recovery, and we made an agreement before they picked up Sketch
Yes.
that we would never see another Angel Films film ever again because they're all a rage except for Sketch.
Right.
But then Bryce said, we got to go see The Senior.
Here's the thing. I thought it would be funny to be there watching it with you. But the thing that I always don't take into account is that I still have to watch it.
That's right.
So even though I do get you, and I get you good this time, but I get myself as just as bad.
Yeah, so you gotta pick better. You gotta pick your battles, and Angel Films is not one of them.
Anyways, all right. I guess we'll review it first, and then we can talk about that.
All right, so God, family, and football.
That's right.
This is what we were told before the movie even
Texas.
started by the actual man that this film is about. And I instantly thought, all three of these things done in one movie. One alone is worth raging about. Any movie about God is going to be a rage. Anything for the most part about family is going to be a rage, unless it's Korean. Anything about football is going to be a rage for me. So I'm like, but then you put the trinity that is these three in one movie. This was enough to make me want to throw myself off the top row, which is where we always sit in the cinemas. And I mean the back row, the very top in very angled cinemas.
Up on the mountain.
Yeah, up on the mountain. I wanted to throw myself down the mountain.
Yeah.
But you know what? This was approved by the Angel Guild.
They all are.
So it must have some good in it because it's the Angel Guild. They don't approve.
No.
They don't approve things that aren't great.
No, they approve.
They approved Sketch. That was pretty good.
I like Sketch. Sketch was Mondo for me.
It was but it was still watchable.
Sketch was amazing.
So,
but they also didn't make it.
They approved it.
They bought it and approved it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they approved it. Actually,
I am
there's some stuff in it that I was
it's
like,
scary as fuck.
Yeah,
There
why
was
is
some
there-
stuff.
Yep.
Why are they approving that?
Well, who knows? But from the introduction of him playing and trying out for this team on the field, if this is what he was doing when he was actually on the field, there's no possible way he would even make it to a second practice. The first practice he showed up in, they would have cut him because he was useless.
Yeah.
But then the story would have ended. I would have been happier, but that's not what this would have
based
been.
on a true story.
Yeah, so then why did they show him actually doing well in the first... Anyway, I can't talk about that this much. There isn't much to say about this film. Everything from the paper-thin horrible characters to the paper-thin horrible script to the paper-thin horrible editing and continuity issues, to everything that happens in this was completely unwatchable and annoying. This was the most awful Angel Films film I've ever seen, and Bryce has told me that I haven't seen one, so...
Yeah, there's one you haven't
Because-
seen.
I think
And
there's
I'm
one
not
that
ever
Bryce
going
hasn't
to
seen
see it.
unless he went back and saw it later that I saw.
Which is that one?
The Fort or something.
Oh, yeah.
With that
Bryce
Neil,
didn't-
what's his name?
Bryce
Where the world
didn't
is
see it.
ending.
I
and
thought
they
I did
all-
see it.
I went to it with somebody else, and don't
No,
think you
I
ever
saw it.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Did you?
I think go back. I reviewed it. I
don't
saw
know.
it.
Anyway,
Well,
I saw that with
our website will tell.
I saw that before you guys did.
Anyways, I did see a movie with that dude in it that was about
He's in a
exactly
lot
what
of
you're
them.
saying.
He's in a lot. Yeah.
He was in the one where... I don't remember.
Anyway.
He's been in a few of them.
No.
Anyway, this was like
getting off
clobbering
topic.
time for this
It
football.
was clobbering time with the thing.
With a football cleat. But for everyone who has seen it, just so they know, this is basically F1, but with football.
No, it's
And
not.
also-
Just,
F1.
And
just stop.
But also produced by the Angel Guild.
More F1 hate.
And maybe with a little more sports highlights accuracy. So if you liked F1, you're probably going to like
yeah,
this
sorry.
film.
Go
'Cause
ahead.
it's
Tell me
basically-
how it's like F1.
So they have this old guy. Mm-hmm. He's not racing a car. He's playing football.
Okay, now tell me about the family and how does that come into
And
it?
there's
How
all,
is it like? How
there's
is it like
all
that?
there's all these family members in
Okay,
F1.
tell me about the son in F1. Tell me
Okay,
about
so So
there's
the son in
nothing.
F1.
There's nothing that's the same,
The
you
son
idiot.
had a mom in there that was generic. It was like
and I agree with you.
Idiot.
It's
I agree with
basically
you.
it's basically the same.
You
movie.
are an idiot.
They're both a rage. This movie's horrible. F1 was also horrible, by the way.
F1
but you
was
know
not
what?
was a
horrible.
But you
Mondo.
know what? You know what this did have though is that if you really love this movie, at the end of the movie,
There's a
'cause
barcode.
Thank God for Angel Films. There's always a barcode. And at
QR
the end-
code, I think it's
There
called,
or
boys.
some
Same
code.
thing.
There's a code where you can sit in the
You can buy a ticket
stands.
for one of your
you
buddies.
can buy as many tickets for as many people. Okay, here's my choices. I could buy 1 ticket. I could buy 2 tickets. It goes all the way up to 5, and then it jumps to 7. So if you had 6 friends, you
it
couldn't
go to
buy
50?
tickets. It goes to 10, Murray, and then it goes
What
10,
if you bought 1,000
15, 20, 35, 75, 100, 200.
You get a break on the
350, 500.
You get a break on the first 100.
750 or 1,000 tickets. So if you really want to torture, you know what? Here's what I think we should do, Bryce. We should. It's not. It's just an image because I took a picture of the
I
screen.
want to know if you get a break if you buy 1,000 tickets.
Well, what I was wanting to do is that what we should do with this next time is we inevitably will by accident see an Angel Films. I don't know how, but it'll probably happen. We'll get the QR code and we're gonna buy a ticket for someone to go see it that
Someone
we
we
don't
don't like?
That we don't like. If you are listening right now
I can think
and
of a
you
few.
want to be dared by Film Rage to see a horrible movie, we will go see an Angel Films
Let's buy one for Buddy.
and we'll scan it so that we can send
don't-
you to that movie.
I don't want
We'll buy one for Buddy.
I don't want to watch any more Angel Plane.
But this movie's terrible. Sorry, Bryce. Actually, Murray, what did you think of this movie?
Yeah, this film was bad.
What? But you love sports
Coming
movies.
from a person who loves cheesy sports films, that's saying something. The Replacements, Necessary Roughness, American Underdog, Lucas, Draft Day,
What was going on right
School
listing
Ties,
all the terrible
Little
football
Giants,
movies.
Wildcats, and Johnny B. Good. Love them all. But I had so much fun watching these two
now? Sorry, Johnny
suffer.
B. Good with Anthony Michael Hall.
Freaking loved it. And
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. I had so much fun watching these two suffer through this. That was the fun for me. We knew this film was some Angel Films. There'd be a few Jeebus moments. It mostly ended up being inspirational, which it's supposed to be.
Was it?
59-year-old grandpa who joins his old college football team for one more kick at the can. I would actually be more impressed if he actually played every game and tackled more guys during the games. Since we don't want people to actually see this film, I'm going to give
someone
away
will
some
see
plot
this.
spoilers. The guy gets hurt by his own teammate before the season starts, misses half the season, rides the bench for the other half. All he let him do is block for field goal attempts in the final game.
Is it so?
Hell,
Did you just,
I could do that.
Did you fact check this by the way?
No, I watched the movie.
Oh, but that doesn't mean it's what happens.
But no, he didn't. He obviously the injury was real, but he was out for the whole season because of it. It was his own guy that did it to him. Somehow this guy ended up as a big story in actual American TV history. They showed interviews with, at the time, all those big, morning shows and stuff. So it was nationwide. Everyone was following him. Of course, it's a rage, but an extremely fun one. It was worth it to see these two suffer.
Yeah. The Senior.
Yeah.
The Senior.
I could almost do my review for Xeno again because this is unoriginal. It's another just ridiculous sports movie. I like sports movies when they're done well, like F1. I do not like sports movies when they're just one cliche after the other. And that's all this is. It's just, you could put this on top of about 400 other ones. It's the exact same movie. It is excruciating to watch. I am just absolutely baffled at how well received this movie has been, because it is not getting roasted the way it should. This is a bad movie. Like,
But
this is epically bad. The acting's bad. The
continuity.
Oh,
of
we
shots
didn't
is
talk
bad.
about that.
It had one thing that was good in it, and that was Rob Corddry. And
Yes.
other than Rob Corddry,
But he wasn't funny.
no, he was just. He's still a good actor. He should be doing more drama.
I like
to be
when
honest.
he's funny.
Okay. I
saying.
like him when he's funny. Who don't you like when they're funny?
Adam Sandler.
Okay, but you don't find them
Oh, yeah.
funny. That's not what I just said. Who don't you like when they're funny?
When they make you laugh,
They make me laugh.
then everything likes
So
I'm
you
saying
like
is that-
everybody when they're funny.
to him.
So
to
that
me.
makes no sense.
no,
Anyways,
because Adam Sandler's not funny.
No, I like Rob Corddry when he's doing funny
Anyways,
roles, not when he's serious.
just
Yes.
and then
my
when
point.
when you think it's not going to get any worse, Mary Stuart Masterson pops up and is in the freaking
Yepers.
movie. So this is just an unbelievable rage. I hated every single second of it.
I know.
I'm done with Angel films.
Yes.
You keep saying
It's
it.
about time.
This time I'm not. I'm going to remember this experience. The thing is that Angel Films did sort of produce Sketch, which was very good. In fact, it might make one of my best films of the year, which is going to be crazy that an Angel film. But it wasn't actually an Angel Films. They picked
right.
it up after
They
it was
actually
made.
didn't produce it.
They
then.
didn't write
just
it or direct it.
distributed
They just
it.
bought
put
it
the
after.
money up.
At any rate, yeah, I hated this movie. There's no need for us to
Why you
talk.
guys went
Jim
to it?
covered it very, very well, and Murray apparently enjoyed us suffering. Which,
I did.
Which that's not
So-
cool.
I know it's
Good for
sadistic-
you, Murray.
sadistic, but it's fun.
Bryce tried to make it all about me, but it
Hey, I wasn't
backfired.
even going to go to it, but you guys scheduled it. And like, I got nothing else going on. I want to see how much you guys actually hate this movie. Turns out quite a bit.
Yeah, it was awful. I'm baffled at how many people like this movie. I don't get it.
It's because
But there's a lot of God people in the
there's
States.
a lot of Angel
Is it-
Films
is it- yeah, I
fans,
gotta-
man.
Yeah, but even like among actual critics.
What?
Yeah.
Like legitimate critics?
Like legit
Because you can
critics.
say someone's a critic.
Not
No,
right, not
like
right-wing,
top critics.
God-fearing ones.
Like,
We don't even care.
doesn't
Don't
matter.
care.
Yeah.
But it just let me just say that it's baffling how many have given this a positive review that are like, yeah, it's absolutely baffling. I just don't get it. Like, Variety and RogerEbert.com and the New York Times and the Hollywood
What?
Reporter, and they're all giving it a positive review. Actually, that's not true. New York Times blasted it. Thank God someone had some sense. But it's weird. It's weird. They should just be piling on this thing, man. It is awful. Awful.
Well, thank God we're here.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right, well, let's talk about.
So bland, too. What just bland?
You
It's
guys
just
like Donami, my triple
Yeah, let him
rage?
press some buttons, will
What the
you?
hell?
rage.
How often do we have three?
Like, this movie is the
Every time,
equivalent of a
every time
frickin-
we all watch an Angel Films movie
This thing, it's the equivalent of like a mayonnaise sandwich on white bread. It's just,
with butter.
yeah. It's
No
awful.
salt or pepper,
No,
by the way.
nothing to spice it up whatsoever.
No.
You got to throw
Just
some
bland.
meat in there.
All right, let's talk about the dinosaur in the room. Primitive War, Murray.
Yeah.
So imagine a Vietnamese war film.
It's actually an Australian production.
Yes, didn't you know that?
No.
And there wasn't even one person with an Australian accent. Oh, because they were all American. Okay, so
Yeah,
imagine.
there are no Aussies in Vietnam.
Sorry. I have a feeling that the people that were pretending they were German were maybe Aussie.
Really.
But okay, so imagine a Vietnamese war film. By the way, I still haven't reviewed this in my mind. I don't know what I'm giving this yet, just so you know.
Okay.
So imagine a Vietnamese war film
Okay.
with the direction stylings of like Apocalypse Now,
Okay.
with acting of some of the greatest actors of a generation, with
Okay.
writing that's clever and lines that are quotable, like "I love the smell of napalm in the morning."
Good. That
Then-
wasn't in this movie.
Yeah, I know. So then have big practical effects budgets. Now imagine what that exact opposite of what I just described would look like.
Okay.
But once you imagine that, sprinkle in some dinosaurs
Okay.
that are CGI quality as equally opposite of the original Jurassic Park. And of course, this wouldn't be complete without having a Russian bad guy leading the Viet Cong. Well, if you can imagine all
Was
of
there
this.
a Russian bad guy leading the Viet Cong?
Yeah.
Why don't I remember that?
Because you fell asleep a lot in this movie. And we started watching it at
Slept with the dinosaurs?
we started watching it at 10:05 at night. So, and I don't think and that movie was 2 hours and 21 minutes or something.
That was after already watching like 4 movies.
Okay, so if you can imagine all that, you can imagine exactly what this movie was like. Yes, it was Velocipaster meets Red Dawn meets Rambo 3, but it's all classified. They said classified once in this, if Jeremy Piven said classified once, he said it 1,000 times.
Yeah, I remember him saying that. I saw that scene.
By the way, I thought I'd like Jeremy Piven in some movies.
Why?
Apparently, I don't like him at all.
No.
Because he's horrible.
He's horrible in everything.
So-
I don't know what you're talking about.
With footprints the size, Murray, get this, footprints the size of monster truck wheels. And then they have a bird expert who says, it looks like it could be an emu or an ostrich. And in what universe does a bird expert think that bird tracks that are 3 feet wide are emu tracks?
They're giant emus.
Apparently, yes. So how the hell did this get a cinematic release? I have no clue. This was, at best, a made-for-TV direct-to-streaming film. And my God, the CGI in this is horrible. And when I say horrible, I mean horrible. So just imagine like you've got a dinosaur that's going to eat somebody.
Okay.
So just imagine here, like, say, people can't see this, but I've got a pen in my hand, and I'm the dinosaur, walking through the forest, and then along this is the person, it's the pen I've got, and as he's pulling the pen up to his mouth, the pen explodes, so the CGI blood goes everywhere before he even gets it into his mouth. It was like, what?
I missed that.
Could they not press the exploding button for the CGI blood? Like, once he was in his mouth? There was like 5 or 6 times it was like in their mouth. But,
Maybe they just spontaneously combusted before the dinosaur ate them.
Apparently, spontaneous combustion in Vietnam in 1968 happened a lot when there was dinosaurs present.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with the dinosaur farts.
This kind of looked like your neighbor's 12-year-old kid in their computer basement bachelor pad possibly made this, but with like technology that might have been made in 1968, if that was even a thing. So remember the computer graphics in Alien? Felt kind of like that. But they did have a budget for stereotypical war, walking through the jungle and flying chopters over jungles music.
Yeah,
because the music was freaking awesome.
That's where they spent their budget, was on the music.
Yeah, the music
in this. We got CCR coming out the wazoo, man.
We had so much CCR, it was like nonstop. And it wasn't 2 hours.
Those guys all dead anyway.
21 minutes. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Wow.
On some level, this was almost so bad it was funny. And in fact, I'm going to say it was. So there's a scene at the end of this that has 5 or 6 people who have just a bunch of guns. Like they're holding guns, Murray. I don't even know what these guns are. I don't know what guns are, but they're shooting them and they're shaking. So that's a bigger gun because they must be shaking, right? And they're rat-tat-tat-tat-tying or poof, 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 poofing for like 10 straight minutes. And sometimes there's 5 of them, sometimes there's 6 of them, because every once in a while a dinosaur will jump out and eat one, but then there seems to be another one
that's using these guns on the dinosaurs?
Yeah, so they're using these guns on the dinosaurs, Murray, but for at least, I'm talking 10 solid minutes. Now, one of them changed bullets once, but the rest of them didn't. They were just like shooting like nobody's business. And when I say there was, I want to say 1,000 dinosaurs, I'm probably underestimating. There was 2,000 dinosaurs attacking this chopper, and it was going all around. Like they were CGIing this dinosaurs all over the place. I just could not get over. Oh, and then there's the horrible Russian accents that the never-ending supply of Velociraptors. I don't know what was more, the number of unlimited bullets or the number of unlimited dinos. I want to say this movie is a rage, but the fact that they basically created a Fast and Furious version of Jurassic World meets Vietnam War makes this.
It seems like an ambitious project to take on.
It was. You know what? It took me on that boat ride down to Marlon Brando.
You can't say it was unoriginal.
This was probably one of the most original. As I was watching this, I'm like, this movie is so horrible, but I had so much fun watching this. It gets it to at least a meh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I saw enough of this movie to rate it. I think I basically slept through the whole thing. I don't remember any of these things you're talking about. I remember Jeremy Piven saying classified, but that's all I remember about this movie. He says it about 3 times in one scene, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up and the credits were rolling. So,
Wow.
Well, because Bryce was pretending that he had seen this, and then I asked him.
Well, I thought I had until he started talking about all the things that happened.
Do you remember the scene with the helicopter? He's like, "Oh, you mean like the helicopter that was like exploding stuff?"
I was trying to guess.
He's guessing. I'm like, no, that's not it.
Kong Skull Island to me.
Oh no, Kong Skull Island was awesome.
With dinosaurs.
You know what?
But it's in Vietnam.
It's a movie that I will say, if you can let your head get into the space of this is like I could, I kind of understand a little bit how people. No, I can't understand why people like Fast and the Furious. I just don't.
No.
But I can understand that people like this movie. Because I was immersed in how bad it was. It was so bad it was funny for me. I just couldn't stop laughing. The amount of stupidity is just bonkers.
All right.
It was meh.
Yeah, I wish I would have seen it. I was there.
You were there.
I bought a ticket. I was in the audience.
Spent money to not watch this.
And I fell asleep.
That's okay.
All right, then.
All right. Well, so as we mentioned, we saw 21 films at CIFF up until today.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be seeing more over the next few days. And so next week, we will be talking about what our favorite 3 films of the festival. But for today, we're going to talk about the only films that we've seen so far that have been Mondo. So I'm going to go first. I had the most Mondos, by the way, which we talked about this. So the first one we saw, and actually while I'm doing this, Bryce, maybe look up and see if these films have other showings while I'm talking about it. So the first one, we were all lucky enough, and if you have access to our podcast, we've interviewed Kid Koala, the director of Space Cadet, which is an animated film about parental love by a surrogate robot parent and soon-to-be young astronaut. The film rivals any Disney film that's ever been made, and in my opinion, this will by far make my top 10 favorite animated films of all time. I love this film so much. It is beautifully shot. It is a touching story. And whoever thought that, I mean, other than sex robots, who could ever imagine emotional ties to an inanimate robot object? Kid Koala nailed this.
It's a guardian robot.
Yeah, it's brilliant. This
Yeah,
movie is
no,
it's fucking brilliant.
It is absolutely brilliant. It should be watched by everyone. I love this movie. It is one of my favorite animated movies ever.
Yeah. And the Murd is
Good on
like
you,
animated
Kid
movies.
Koala.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear more about it, we actually did an interview with Kid
We did.
Koala, which is up on our
Socials and
socials
stuff.
and
Mhm.
whatnot.
And there's another showing of this, is there not?
Trying to find the other showing. I think they might actually both have occurred already.
Maybe.
No!
It's already Wednesday, so maybe.
Don't tell me that.
Unless it's playing Sunday.
I'm fairly certain it will be available on a streaming
Oh, it is. It's
platform.
playing Sunday.
There you go.
2:45 at Chinook. So
There.
Sunday, September 28th at Chinook at 2:45. The first screening's already taken place, but you can catch it on Sunday afternoon at Chinook. So yeah, go see Space Cadet. Do yourself a favor. If you got kids, bring them.
Yep.
It's great.
If you got grandparents, bring them.
It's
You
a
got
good
grandparents,
kids movie,
good
yes,
If
it
you got
is.
parents, bring them.
Yep. If
Great
you got
grandparents,
friends, bring them.
You know what?
If you see somebody on the street and they look like they're having a bad day, bring
Bring
them.
'em.
Ticket.
Yeah. How about
If you got an enemy, just bring him. You know,
Change
he
your
probably
love.
did something good in his life, and
He'll be
at
hugging
some
it out by
point,
the end of the movie.
exactly?
it's-
All right. My second Mondo is No Other Choice. Just like the title says, our hero had no other choice because the paper industry is a dog-eat-dog world. A loving and supportive father gets fired after 25 years and does everything he can to eliminate his competition to get that coveted rare job left in the industry. Like all Korean family movies, this is no different, especially from the undoubted Chan-wook Park, who is still undoubted. This was Mondo. I love this film so much. It's very long. Be prepared to get inside the head of these characters and fall in love with this film.
Yeah, No Other Choice is another excellent movie from Chan-wook Park. Just can't believe how good it is playing again. Unfortunately, it's sold out.
Well, you can stand in rush line because
But
usually
Friday- yeah.
they have 20 tickets usually that
Yeah,
they hold. So
if you
go
want to
stand
go,
in
if
line.
you want to go Friday night, September 26th, and stand in line, you know what? It's worth the risk, man. And if it doesn't get there, there'll be something else playing, because it's playing at 9. There'll be a couple more movies probably playing after it. So if you can't get in, go to one of them. But yeah, this is another amazing film, just to add to the list of amazing films.
And his, he definitely has a style.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a genre.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
They're all his movies. There's common stuff, but the genres are completely different. He's just a master. He's an absolute master.
He's a master, baby. All right. So this is where we'll peek off a little bit. I had a few more Mondos than Bryce did. Now, just so everybody knows who's listening, when you go to the film festival, when you go to CIFF, it's ciffcalgary.ca, by the way, to find tickets. But you rate the movie from 1 to 5. So when Bryce and I go to the movies, we give something a 5, that's a Mondo for us. And so if you're used to listening to our podcast, we give everything out as Mondos that would be a 5. So there's movies that are 4s, probably for Bryce, and maybe he'll mention that, but that I would have given a 5, but he might not have. So peak everything. So this is a Quebecois film. Unlike most Canadian comedy romance films, the Quebecois don't produce canned, paper-thin, watered-down Hollywood garbage. This had deep, weird characters that moved me and had me laughing or caring all the way through this. I wasn't super happy with how and I'm putting this in heavy quotes, love part of this ended, but the very end brought it back to a Mondo for me. I love this film. I think if you're going to make a romance comedy, make it a Quebecois romance comedy.
Yeah, it was okay. I enjoyed it as well, just not quite as much as you. It is a very good movie. It's got some very funny scenes in it, and it's got some adorable poopy dogs. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got a kennel, so
I don't believe this has another screening though.
he's looking that up. Well, I'm talking about Mama. So, this for me, when I think of performances, Evangelia Dodina, who plays the mom in this, is brilliant. This is another one of those really, 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 really powerfully writ female characters of a mom who's a foreign worker most of her daughter's life, comes home at an important time in the, I'm putting in heavy quotes, family. And like I said, the mom character in this, she's just brilliant. This is, it's packed with dread and family dynamics that are not easy to overcome. I just freaking love this movie. Mostly, I think, because being a parent, I can relate to a lot of the emotions that this, I think, goes through.
Yeah, it was good. I didn't like it quite as much as you can.
No, you didn't.
But you can catch it again. It is playing Saturday night. I think that's what, 27th? So Saturday night, 27th at Chinook at 7:15. So Get your tickets.
Nice.
See if you agree with Jim. It was very good, though. It's well worth watching, but it wasn't quite
Do you
there.
remember if you gave it a 4?
I gave it a 4.
There you go.
Yeah, it was close.
I'm assuming that everyone that you didn't give a Mondo to, you still gave a 4. That's on
I
my
think
list.
all your Mondos I gave 4s to,
Yeah.
except for maybe one I might have given a 3. But
All right. Oh, one I didn't list yet. We saw this. Actually, pre-saw it. I think the opening is today. So it's also got a second playing. That's Sings in the Ring. So it's a
yes.
heartwarming film about the Singh family. And Murray has seen this too. So
I have.
about the Singh family and the story about how family is everything, and that the great Canadian heel of wrestling is not the story of the greatest, but it's the story of the goodness. I love this film. I bawled probably 3 or 4 times through this movie. It was an emotional journey for me. And we got to interview the director, who's just one of the coolest dudes you'd ever meet.
yeah,
Gosh,
you
you've
should
done a great film.
check out the interview. Sings in the Ring. It is playing like minutes after our podcast ends here, so you won't be able to see it in its first screening if you're just listening to us for any direction. However, it is playing again at 11:45 a.m. on Saturday, September 27th at Chinook. So you can catch it again in the afternoon, or just early afternoon, I guess late morning at Chinook.
All right. This one I know we'd agreed on, because I think we probably talked about this one almost as much as we've talked about the one that's coming after this. Seaside Serendipity. It's kind of about these 2 talented junior high boys who are artists, kind of about a small seaside town and the wonderful and weird people in it, as well as random events that are most of the time unexplainable. For example, dancing around the town in an elimination dance-off, wild animals in trees,
The quiet dance.
the quiet dance. There's stuff in
So
this
good.
that, like, this was a long film. I think it was like almost 2.5 hours.
Really?
Or
It
maybe
felt like
it
10 minutes.
As Bryce and I came out of it, we're both like, I could have watched this movie for 6 hours.
Yeah, it was 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it.
It didn't feel like it at all for
Man,
me.
it's a good
The
movie.
characters in this are just brilliant. I think it's a Korean film too, is it not?
It is Japanese.
It's Japanese,
sorry.
yeah.
There's a few different languages I think they speak in this too, actually.
Yeah.
It's
says
very,
Japanese.
very, very, very good. And at the end of this, honestly, you could just sit there and just spend time with these people for forever. I honestly didn't want this movie to end. Just put the camera somewhere where other stuff is going on in this town. This town was awesome. Just a really, really good movie.
Is it playing again? Do you know?
Yeah, it's playing at 7 p.m. on closing night, Sunday, September 28th.
Yeah. Be
Chinook.
ready. Be ready for. I don't want to say anything, but there's so much going on in this film, and it's so good.
Yep.
This one may be my favorite film of the festival.
Okay.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying it might be. It's called Surat.
Mm.
A father and a young son go to a rave in the desert to find their daughter/sister.
Yep.
And then World War III breaks out as we spend the rest of the movie traveling through the desert and the mountains of North Africa, where the jump scares are explosive. And this cultural masterpiece drenched in sound and music, it blew my mind. When I say blew my mind, I mean, I had no fucking clue what was going to happen through this movie. But what I can tell you is you think you're going in a certain direction in this film, and then it takes a sharp turn off a cliff. And when it does that, be ready for more crazy. This film, I can't even describe. There's just scenes in it. The opening scene is one of the greatest scenes about music in film that I think I've ever seen. They're at a rave, and we've all been to rave. We've all taken E. We've all done coke. It's.
I haven't done
Have
any
we?
of that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I mean, I have, but But this was in the desert, for God's sakes. This movie is so brilliant. I freaking love this movie.
Yeah, it is an experience, to say the least. And boy, oh boy, there are some turns that can get taken in this that are just mind blowing, and some minds literally get blown. Surratt it's bonkers, and it's so good. It is playing again Thursday at 9:30 at Chinook. Thursday, September 25th at 9:30. So if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably listening to it on Thursday. And
on your way out to see the.
And if you're in Calgary, just wherever if you happen to be listening to this at 9:00 and you're on the road, just head to Chinook and try to get in. There should be tickets.
Although I think the first showing sold out, so I wouldn't be surprised if this one also might sell out.
Let's see. Well, live thing says that there is still plenty of tickets left.
There you go. All right, in my last mondo, which is called People and Meat, and the movie alone, it's not meat as in M-E-E-T, it's M-E-A-T. I've never been a fan of heist films before, as you guys might all know who are listening, except when they are all about 80-year-old Korean people dining and dashing, and their meat orders in restaurant. These three scallywags who are all living under the poverty line find family and friendship through meat and debauchery. I freaking love this movie. The characters in this were so heartwarming and adorable. I just wanted to go steal meat with these people. I know Bryce is a vegan, but if they were eating vegetables, he would have went and stole some vegetables.
Probably eat vegetables too. Can't just eat meat.
Oh, they were
eating a lot of meat.
They were eating a lot of meat. It was making Bryce very uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, it was a very good movie. I didn't quite think it was quite as good as you did, but I gave it a 4. So
there you go.
It is playing 6:45 on Friday, September 26th. So you can still see it at Chinook as well.
It's funny. It's just so funny and sweet.
It is sweet. There's no question.
All right, so you had a mondo that I didn't.
Yeah, the only.
But Murray had one, I think, too.
Yeah, go. I'll do mine first, real quick. The President's Cake. It's in 1990s Iraq. Apparently, on Saddam Hussein's birthday, every school has to bake a cake for him. So, it's about this little girl who got chosen to bake his cake, and it takes a lot of twists and turns. The little girl is amazing in this. It's very well acted. It's a really, really good movie, and it's another one of those eye-opening movies where you watch it and you just don't quite know how good you've got it until you start seeing how it is, how other people around the world are living. But very good movie. Very, 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 very good movie. So check it out. President's Cake.
I also liked it a lot, but I gave this one a 4.
Yeah, and it's got an encore showing. It's a matinee on Friday, September 26th at 1 p.m. at Chinook.
Nice. All right, the Murs got one.
Yeah, well, I obviously didn't see as many as you guys. You saw 21. I saw like 6.
There you go.
And it's still the first one that I saw that you guys did not like that much.
We didn't like it as much, but we did like it.
John Candy, I Like Me. If you like John Candy as much as me, you will love it. And yeah, it had a lot of funny moments from his SCTV days, and it had a lot of funny moments from his movie days. But yeah, it also talked about his family, and
it was amazing for an hour and 10
John
minutes.
Candy is not a controversial character. He didn't, other than the fact that he drank too much and smoked too much, he didn't do bad shit because he was a nice person, which I know people don't like. So yeah, I enjoyed seeing it because they want to see dark.
Oh,
like they want to see the secrets when they see documentaries, and there wasn't any.
You know, that's the thing about documentaries for the most part. When
sometimes there just isn't any.
When the families make them, you often don't get all the dark. You just get
that's all probably also true. I mean,
good.
yeah, he was not there a lot because he was working, but yeah, no, I love the man. He is still my favorite all-time entertainer, Canadian or otherwise. So yeah, I absolutely freaking love the movie.
And you miss him.
And if you want to see it, I believe it's going to be on Prime in about 3 weeks.
Nice.
So there you go.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Like
it already had its encore.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's a good movie. It's It's definitely.
You know what?
to
It
your
might have a
point.
second encore though.
Yeah,
you know what? I
think
spoke to
I
some.
believe it does.
It
but
does.
From what I talked to somebody who was waiting in the rush line to get a seat the first time,
Yeah.
had 2 other screenings which were both sold out.
Yeah.
That was on the first day of the festival.
Yeah,
so
it's playing Friday at 6:15, and it is already sold out.
Just
Holy
wait.
crap!
Just wait 3 weeks and see it on Prime.
So you can
That
go. You
only
can go to
costs
Rush Line though.
$10. You
Yeah.
can go to the Rush Line.
Friday,
You never
September
know.
26th, 6:15 at
There
the
you go.
Globe.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get in, you're more likely to get in at the Globe.
And the other
probably
movies I
than
saw
Chinook.
were some were good, some weren't bad.
Yeah. So
That's the way it goes.
unless it's a Mondo, we're not talking about it, man.
Exactly.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
All right, my rage this week is not a long one, Bryce, so you'll be prepared here very shortly. But my rage this week is that Bryce made me see an Angel Films movie in cinema when I could have been sleeping, because I think we watched it.
And yet, when I talked to him, he said it was your idea.
Yeah, he would say that, but we all know it was his idea. So my rage this week is Bryce. It usually ends up being Bryce, but this week it's starting off with Bryce.
There you go.
So, yeah,
Keeping it
don't be
simple.
such a dick.
I never
That's
told
right.
you that it was my that it was Jim's idea. It was always
Yeah,
my
you-
idea. No, I
that's-
did not.
Yeah.
That is total fabrication.
Oh, I think that's
knew
what
what I
you
was
said.
doing from the start with this
You
one.
did you?
Yes, I did.
All right, then.
Backfire.
Well, it didn't backfire.
Agree
It
to
got,
disagree.
it got the result I was looking for. It just happened to get the result on myself as well. Sorry, what are we doing now? Our rages?
Your rage, huh?
Hmm.
Is it because you're too old and you wish you could stay up to see all the movies we see?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of part of my rage for
What happened
sure.
to that Bryce who saw like 50-some movies
You know
a
what?
couple
I
years
actually-
ago?
Yeah, I know. I saw, and I stayed awake through all of them. I
Sorry,
saw
you
over
won yourself a prize. too.
saw over 50 movies in 10 days. It was crazy.
you did.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Didn't you have to
I
watch
think-
one
Where's
twice?
that guy?
Because of the schedule.
No, I didn't have to watch one twice. But I did actually find out that they were having special screenings for school kids though that year.
You went
And
to
I
those?
asked if I could buy a ticket as well, and they said, "Yeah, we've got like 20 tickets that we can actually sell to the public." So I was like,
So
cool.
that's how you won the award?
Yeah,
that
because
year?
I went to all these
Going with
10
kids.
a.m. things with it. I was in the theater with like field trips.
Yeah, that's because you
I
were
was
competing.
I was the creepy old guy in the corner.
Because you were competing against Buddy, weren't you? I think you were competing
Yeah.
against Buddy.
The whole deal was though
Was
that
it Buddy?
you could buy a ticket, but you had to sit in the front row.
There you go.
I
Nice.
was like, whatever.
Well, you're like 10 feet taller than these kids, so they never would
I'm
even
sure
be
they
able to see.
appreciated it.
Then there were like other people complaining that year because
That
we
tall
didn't-
person."
we didn't know that we could do that.
That's on you, dummies.
That's right. It was advertised.
Suckers.
Suckers.
Nice.
Rage.
Sorry, what was my rage?
I don't know. What?
I don't know.
Did you do it already?
You're,
Yeah, it's
you.
over.
It's because you're
Fine,
old.
Let's move on. That's always my rage.
It's because you're so gosh darn old. Right?
Yeah.
You're the worst. All right. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family. You can find it in our show notes. Thanks to Casey, the nerdy photographer for the voice of Rager Dare, and our God of Rage. Casey will be back in a few weeks, so don't you fret. He's always standing in the wings. Check out everything at CIFF at ciffcalgary.ca to get tickets for the rest of the festival. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check everything Film Rage at filmrageYYC.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always running this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, and subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 don't make us our rage. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on.